Ivey wants more points. Little hesitation. Surgical to the rim.
Edie at the front of the rim.
Ivey cocking one back.
Ivey pushing good. Pushing real good.
Watch out. Behind the back. Up.
Johnson, they don't have numbers. He takes it to the rack, and Ivey waits in the Sweet 16. Ivey's going to launch, and he buries it. Hunter in the corner. Ivey for the win. He got it. Exploding off.
He's slowing things down now. Going under, up and under. Jaden Ivey, acrobatic.
Get it over Edie's hands. Ivey on the drive. Yeah. Ivey to the rack, lays it up and in.
His speed. Ivey, great. Look at this. Watch out. Hello. Ivey, Euro step off the glass. Ivey just made some.
Bothered by Lou.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit that neck on her big neck. My niggas selling crit.
What's up, YouTube? This is Ron back in the video. I'm with a big body banger to give you 22 video. Now, first things first, make sure you like, subscribe before you know what I'm saying. Today I'm the builder on World Corner Connection with this Jaden Ivey build video. This was requested for me to do. Y'all wanted me to do all the top 5 rookies, so here it is today in the draft class. You know, he's going to Detroit Pistons. He was projected to go there. I don't know how I feel about him going to the Pistons, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But yeah, this build was definitely one of the more fun builds that I made. It was definitely like explosive, electric. You know, Jaden Ivey, in my opinion, is the most explosive and electric member of the draft. You know, like, he literally has Ja Morant / Anthony Edwards written all over him in terms of just his play style and the way that he can still shoot, but he's just very explosive. Like, the man can get off the ground in 2 seconds and jump 40 inches high. You know, he could finish through contact, finish that lay, all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's get right into the pie charts that I use for this Jaden Ivey build. So obviously you see I have him as a shooting guard, number 23. Now for his actual pie chart, I used the shooting and finishing pie chart with more finishing than shooting, just so that we can get those contact dunks. So yes, this build will have small contact dunks and pro contact dunks, and the small contact dunks are OD. So yeah, they're crazy. And then it'll also have pro dribble moves, and it'll have the ability to shoot. Now for the physical profile, you want the agility and vertical pie chart, because like I said, that man can jump out the gym, but he's obviously quick off the first step. And I think a pure speed pie chart wouldn't do his jumping justice. So, you know, I did his jumping justice with that pie chart. A lot of people are afraid to go with the pie charts that aren't just pure speed, but you know, a lot of times they're amazing. Now for the actual build, like I said earlier, you have contact dunks, small contact dunks, and pro contact dunks, and the ability to shoot, pro dribble moves, and you have pretty good defense for what it's worth. You have high perimeter defense, lateral quickness, and steal for what it's worth. And then when you adjust the wingspan and everything, obviously it'll increase. Now with this build, it has a really great potential to be amazing at 99. Now for the height, you want 6'4" because he's 6'4" in real life. You want to drop the weight down just so you could have higher speed until you get to 181 pounds. And then for the wingspan, like I said, you want to increase it a little bit, just so that you're guaranteed those contact dunks. So obviously you can always start off from either point, but you need to have an 86 driving dunk to get small contact dunks, so just keep that in mind. Now for the takeover, I would go with slashing takeover or shot creating takeover, but at the end of the day, it's up to you for what you want to do. But I went with slashing, and you see right here, I have built a facilitating finisher, which is really what I was going for. Zach LaVine is a great comparison to, you know, the same type of stature and play style, especially like younger Zach LaVine. So like I said earlier, Jaden Ivey is the most explosive member of the draft class. You know, that man, like I said, it jumps out the gym. It's kind of ridiculous to see him jump sometimes. Ridiculous to see how he finishes through contact, how he finishes that lay. So I was trying to make a build capable of doing all that and then some. So yes, while this build can finish that lay, it can shoot, you know, stretch the floor out. You can do step back threes, step back middies, especially when you get your boost in 99 overall. You know, you're pretty much the full arsenal, you know, the full package. You could literally do everything that you can think of with this build. So it was definitely refreshing to be able to do that and to even have the freedom to do that, you know, because a lot of time, especially in 2K, it's a lot harder in builds to actually make what you're going for, especially when you're limited, you know, with just a couple of attributes that you can upgrade. So with the actual build, as you see, it's explosive. I put limitless takeoff on it, so it's just even more explosive. You know, it was really jumping out the gym. And on top of that, the quick first step was just lethal. Like I was going off the first dribble each time, blowing by my defender. I was just jumping over people, jumping through people because of that limitless takeoff. So yes, it is versatile and dynamic. It does a lot and then some. So, you know, I definitely did what I had to do with this build, and I'm definitely hoping that y'all grind this out because I can see this build being a very comp build at 99. You know, this is like my favorite type of build to make the finishing and shooting ones in current gen because they're very versatile. You know, it's like my Michael Jordan build if you hadn't seen on current gen, like the experience, you know, GOAT Michael Jordan, not the young Michael Jordan. You know, just the ability to still play defense and then have these contact dunks and shooting. You know, you can dribble, drive, shoot over defenders. It's just different. Now with Jaden Ivey on the Pistons, okay, so I feel like they have too many guards. You have Cade Cunningham, Saddiq Bey, and Jaden Ivey. Now, if they wanted to, they could turn Cade Cunningham into a small forward because he has the height to be like a short small forward, right? But the thing is, it's like his play style isn't that of a small forward, really. It's more of a point guard type of play style. So that's where my problem lies, is because Jaden Ivey is a shooting guard. Saddiq Bey, shooting guard. You know, they have Killian Hayes, who's a backup point guard. They have just a lot of guards. And I'm pretty sure they either trade away Jeremy Grant or they're looking at trading him. So I don't know how that will work with them in the big man department, but at the end of the day, I'm excited to see what Jaden Ivey does because he has great potential. I just wish he didn't go to the Pistons because that is a hard organization to be drafted to, you know, because I don't feel like they do a great job at developing players and they don't really have anything great going on. Like Jaden Ivey, I don't think he fits in that scheme right now, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe on the 4K, you know what I'm saying? Comment any builds that y'all want, and I will eventually get to them. But until then, I'm out. Peace.